What is going on, guys? King Atlas, and in this video I'm going to show you how to make homemade pho in about an hour. So without further ado, let's stop wasting your time and let's get into this video.
Marq C.
Alrighty guys, now to start things off, we're going to start off with some beef marrow bones. I've preheated my oven to 450 degrees. I'm going to throw a little bit of oil on these and cook them off for about 20 minutes or so. This is typically what they're going to look like after 20 minutes. We don't need a ton of cooking on them, just enough so that we can go ahead and wash them off in cold water to wash a lot of the impurities off before we add this to our broth water. Now that we got these washed off, we have our 10-quart Instapot. I filled this up with a gallon of filtrated water. We also have 2 roughly cut onions, some ginger cut horizontally so that we can go ahead and get ready to char these off. We have our rock candy sugar and also our pho broth seasoning packet. I'll hit you guys with a little bit more details later on in the video. We have our spices toasting off right here and our grill pan getting ready to go. Alright, so now we're gonna go ahead and just throw these onions and ginger on. We want to get a nice good caramelization and char onto the ginger and the onions before we put them into the broth. So make sure your grill pan is nice and hot. I have, as you can see, I have the spices at about a medium heat. We want to just toast these until we start smelling the aromatics around the house. So while those are going right now, we're going to go ahead and throw in the washed beef marrow bones, and we're going to go ahead and throw that into the Instapot. No particular way. Once these are all in, we're going to actually go ahead and throw in my secret ingredient. I actually learned this from one of my friends that cooks pho quite a bit, but this broth seasoning packet is everything that we need as far as the seasoning to get that taste that we want. It's got some good flavors in there. If you want to know everything that's in this broth packet, or just even in this video, I'm gonna go ahead and link everything down below in the description so that you can go ahead and check that out. So as you can see here, here's our charred onions. We're gonna go ahead and turn this off. This is what we want them to look like, and pretty much we're gonna go ahead and throw everything into the pot. So all the onions, all of the ginger, we're gonna go ahead and dump in all of our toasted spices, the aromatics, and just how it smells right now. It smells absolutely amazing. But we're gonna go ahead and give that a good mix in there. We got our rock candy sugar. I actually learned this from Quang as well, but you can pick this up at any Asian Oriental market. They're actually pretty decently priced. We're gonna go ahead and throw in a couple big chunks of these into there, and we're also gonna throw in a 1/4 cup of brown sugar. We like our broth a little bit sweeter than normal. Next up, we got our fish sauce. We're gonna put about 3/4 cup of fish sauce into the broth. I usually do it to taste, but at this point, as far as cooking, I've kind of got a good handle on how much fish sauce I should be adding. Mix that up. We're gonna go ahead and throw the top on this bad boy, if I can ever get it on. And then we're gonna go ahead and hit the broth/soup setting for about 45 minutes. In the meantime, we got our rice noodles. We have some thinly sliced red onions, some basil, we got some lime wedges, some cilantro, jalapenos, and also green onions. Also, to top things off, we have our sriracha, hoisin, and our spicy chili crisp. This is kind of standard that you'll kind of get in a restaurant. After about 45 minutes, we want to let off all the steam inside the Instapot, and this is what it looks like after. When I tell you, the aromatics and just the way it smells is absolutely incredible. We're gonna go ahead and strain this off in a cheesecloth, and I'll meet you back. Now that we got our noodles here, these noodles take about a minute and a half in boiling water. Not too long. I still like mine's a little firm. And we're gonna start the assembly process here. I have my sliced beef meatballs. These are the bovine meatballs. You can find these at an Asian supermarket as well. We have our thinly sliced onions, and then we're gonna add our broth. Man, this smells delicious. But as you can see, straining it through the cheesecloth, we can get some pretty good clarity within the broth. And then we're gonna add the rest of our ingredients, our green onions, we're gonna add our cilantro, we'll add our jalapenos, and also our basil leaves as well. Hit it with a little bit of lime juice. Man, a lot of people don't like bean sprouts, but I don't mind them whatsoever. We're gonna add some of the chili crisp on top along with some sriracha, a little bit of hoisin sauce as well. And that is it, my friends. It's taken me about 5 or 6 times, good times in the kitchen, to make sure I get these ingredients and the preparation of this right. So if you enjoyed this video, make sure you go down and smash that like button. If you have comments about anything that you've seen or questions or anything like that, make sure you check the description box down below. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. This has been King Alice, and I will catch you guys in the next video. Deuces.